If you guys watched yesterday's video, you'd know that there was a slight casualty, snow drifting. It's really, okay, you know, I was about to say it's not too bad, but it's not great. It isn't terrible. The wheel is still holding air, and it drove fine with this bent rim. I had to drive it home. It's probably not the safest thing, so we're gonna go ahead quickly before this video gets started, swap out the spare. Honestly, I never thought I was gonna use this guy, but I have it, so I'm gonna put it on. We got some of this. All right, I think we can do this. I don't have the key for this. I don't have my lug nut key, so, you know, it's real useful having a spare on your trunk when you don't even have the tools to take it off the trunk. I guess we'll drive to the shop. Hopefully it doesn't explode. I think it should be fine. To anyone who ordered t-shirts, your t-shirts are on the way. That is, if the post office doesn't decide to send them back for some reason. You know, harnesses are kind of a pain in the butt. Just got to the shop. There's something really bad going on. Oh yeah, it's normal. It's normal. Wait, what the? This is mud, guys. This is mud. All in here. All over here, all over my brand new engine bay. I don't know where this shit came from, but there's so much mud everywhere. Look at that. I spent so many hours cleaning this thing. Look, it's all over here. I think it came out of the drain. It's so bad though. Inches, 2-3 inches of mud. What is going on? What is this? No, my engine bay. Guys, I was having a terrible day. This just made it 10 times worse. I think it's partially because of the leak. I don't know what the This is so bad. Wow, this video took a turn for the worse. Holy sh. Okay, I have to get out of this place. This is terrible. This is just freaking terrible. What? How? Where did this come from? I'm so confused. I'm going to go get Mike. See what he thinks about this. Literally debating about calling my landlord and saying like, hey look, I'm moving out right now.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like, I don't know what the heck happened.
It's like the swamp monster came back with a vengeance.
Oh, like this beautiful engine bay just ruined. I mean, I can clean it, but so much time.
No, dude, it definitely came from there. Look at all the chunks right here.
Yeah.
Like right around here, that's all chunky and stuff.
Ugh.
So I don't know what happened, but it definitely came out of there.
Dude, what the
There's
hell?
like a whole bunch of rust and crap there. Like there was metal down there. You see all the like,
oh yeah.
crap? Yeah, dude, that totally came out of there.
God damn.
Holy shit. Yeah, so like who knows what the underneath of the car looks like.
Oh god, that's what I was gonna do today too. I was gonna undercoat it.
Yeah.
Should have done it yesterday. Part of what I was going to talk to you guys about today, which now sucks 100 times more, is that the new shop isn't happening. The landlord of the new shop sold that shop to a different person, even though I was first. Like, I filled out the application. I paid her 80 bucks to run a credit check. She didn't do that. It's really annoying not to be treated seriously sometimes by people. So we don't have a place to move. But I need to get out of here. Like, this is not okay. I can't be walking into my shop trying to work, get stuff done for you guys, and have, you know, 2-3 inches of mud on the floor and all over my brand new painted engine bay. 2018 has really sucked for me. It's been terrible. There are a couple more units available by the one shop that we were gonna go get. So we're gonna look at those, but they're a little bit more expensive. The landlord that owns that place, she doesn't seem like she wants to sell it. Like, she just takes forever to respond, and like, come on, like, I kind of want to get this stuff rolling, and she just doesn't respond and like is lazy, and I don't know. It's gonna be a pain. I don't know. I don't know what to do. The cool thing is I talked to my landlord and he's pretty cool about it. He said that I can move out whenever. We'll take that as a win. I just gotta find a place and hopefully we can get out of here by the end of February. As soon as possible, because I don't want to keep coming back to here having mud on the ground, water all over the place, and all sorts of things, toilets overflowing. We're gonna have to live with it until we can find a new place. So, for some reason, started spewing shit up that drain all over my car, and then it just kind of flowed up all over the place and then stopped for some reason. So, yeah, it's really gross. It really smells in here too. Kind of smells like I'm in like a swamp, like a sewage swamp. It's really bad. I should probably move my RX-7 back a little bit to prevent this thing from happening again. So I'm going to do that real quick. All right, figure this out. Yeah. That's a little bit better view of what happened. Oh, God. So gross. What is it? I don't know. Like, this drain never even worked. My goodness. Guys, just be careful of where you rent before you sign a lease, dude. That's what I've learned. Careful what you're getting yourself into. All this is in there, too. That's the worst part. Everything in here is just so dirty. Damn, that sucks. Home sweet home. I did go ahead and switch the spare onto the car. I left the bent rim off because I'm gonna get the rim fixed. But yeah. Oh, there he is. Oh, look. Oh, you guys can't see him. There he is. Wow, the lighting on this camera is terrible. You know, it's honestly comical how many things have prevented this RX-7 engine swap from happening. Like, it's ridiculous. First, we find an engine, but then guess what? They sell it and then try to scam me into buying a cheap or a more expensive automatic one, which that's not good. Then we find another engine. We set all that up. We're gonna go all the way down to Dallas to get it. And then he sends me pictures. Guess what? It's the wrong engine. After that, I decide, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna buy the expensive one online. And then my paycheck from YouTube is like weeks late. Still haven't gotten it. I'm like, all right, I'll put it back together. So then when I can buy the engine, it'll be all ready. But guess what? Mud and sewer water spews out of the ground all over the engine bay. So now I have to take it back apart to clean it. Makes me think the world doesn't want this RX-7 engine swap to happen. Pretty sure my landlord is sending some people over at some point today to clean this mess up. So that's good. And then I'm gonna get to working on the old engine for the RX-7 because I've thought about this a lot and I've decided I'm gonna go over the old engine, new clutch, new seals, and put it back into the car. I know, a lot of you guys are gonna be disappointed. I thought about it a lot and I think it's just the smarter thing to do. If I did the engine swap, I wouldn't be able to do the Rally Miata all-wheel drive swap. I wouldn't be able to get new projects. I wouldn't be able to move shops easily. I can't afford an engine swap right now. And it sucks. I guess I probably should have thought of that more before I pulled the engine, but this will give us a chance to, like I said, go over it, make sure it's all good. I'm gonna work on getting the AC pump off, the AC compressor off, cleaning some things up, and then maybe take the transmission off and some other things, so yeah.
Just trying to get in touch with you. Sing my heart to yours and interfere in your deep thoughts. Let our body be your only language. When you're not speaking speaking, I can understand that. Communicate with your eyesight. You speak me as if at night. I'm calling, but you won't pick up. Communications can't be done. The things I do to hear your voice, 'cause there's too much noise between us.
So easy to turn over. That's why rotaries are cool. That's so awesome. Hey guys, natural selection is currently happening outside of my house. People are on a frozen lake, hitting it with a pickaxe. Woo, that's smart. Yeah, good job. In all seriousness, let's hope they don't fall through the ice, although I really don't know why they're standing in ice and hitting it with a pickaxe. That's literally what, they're just swinging at it. Like, what? Anyway, my camera died at the shop, and of course I left my charger here, so I had to stop working, I had to stop filming, but I know a lot of you guys are probably sad that we're not gonna be doing the Turbo 2 swap anymore. I do have plans for a turbo rotary in the future, so don't worry, but it's not gonna be this car, so. Oh, let's also not forget that the landlord didn't actually send people to clean the shop, so I'm probably gonna have to clean all that mud myself. Thanks, landlord. But I am going tomorrow to look at 3 shops, so that is gonna be awesome. Hopefully one of those we like, and hopefully one of those allows us to put a lift in it, and then hopefully we can move in like right away. I think I made the right choice, and I think you guys will eventually understand that. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I can't wait until all this is said and done and removed and the really awesome quality comes back, because I feel like I've been kind of slacking because I've been so stressed and distracted recently. So I'm very sorry about that, but it will be coming back to normal. I'm also making a second channel for gaming soon. Once we move, once I can have a place to record, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, buy a t-shirt. I know not all of you guys like the design, in which case, that's fine. You don't have to buy one. But if you do, buy one. We got like 60 left. Subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And yet again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, I swear I appreciate it. Thank you. And goodbye.